Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears 5 video. Today we are going to be discussing the new multiplayer map Pahanu, further teasing a campaign DLC at some point in the future in Gears 5. Recently, Operation Free Gridiron was revealed to the world with the release date of the next seasonal content update just being a few days away now on Tuesday, March 31st, with 4 new characters, fan favorite skins, a new game mode, and quality of life overall improvements. The Gridiron trailer also teased the new Versus Arena multiplayer map being called Pahanu. Set in the Galangi South Islands of planet Sera, Pahanu is a completely new environment that we've never really seen before in a Gears game, featuring simultaneously wide open and claustrophobic areas of combat. Based upon the ruins of an old ancient civilization found deep into the islands of the thick jungle, Pahanu offers a wide variety of map-changing gameplay with its twisted oversized tree trunks, living foliage scattered everywhere, swamp-like waters, and that overall sense of the classic dark and horror-themed original Gears style that started it all of those years ago. Within the Operation Gridiron trailer, as it showcases a gameplay of the new map, there is a shot of what looks like a building structure on Pahanu that must belong to this old ancient civilization, and it only took me a few mere seconds, but it looks like we've seen this before and only recently as well. Previously, I released a video regarding Hivebusters Campaign DLC being teased officially by the Coalition Studio, as their recent documentary-like behind-the-scenes video published at the GameStack Live event included a very purposely placed teaser for somebody like me in the community just to discover it and share it with you guys. As you can see on screen, as we've already broken down to every brick and leaf in the shot, we can see a Team Scorpio that is made up of Mac, Lani and Keegan, focusing in on something which is a little bit unclear to us right now. However, you may notice it too by now that both the scenery as well as also the pool-like structure in front of the characters is very similar, if not identical, to what we've seen throughout the new map preview included in the trailer, possibly suggesting that the reveal of the Pahanu map could be further teasing and foreshadowing the existence of a Hivebusters based campaign DLC, and that it looks to be taking place on this very Galangi island. While TC are yet to reveal any kind of details on a campaign DLC expansion being added to Gears 5, or even comment on what exactly was shown in their video, the announcement of this brand new map Pahanu is so important more than ever just because of the huge story that is tied to the island itself of the very same name location. Now that the last issue in the Gears of War Hivebuster comics is released by now, the full story arc of the Team Scorpio does reveal that after the journey that all of the 3 characters go on together in the name of others that they care about, that the future of Mac, Lani and Keegan is solidified as they choose to continue helping Hoffman wipe out the swarm their way as officially enlisted Hivebusters. With the characters showing up in this gameplay teaser being seen in fully geared outfitted COG armor, now really does confirm to us that this campaign possible DLC would take place prior to the Hivebuster comics that provide even more evidence based on this new map being named Pahanu, as the first issue of the Hivebuster comic series is based on the Hivebust of the Pahanu island. Within the first Hivebusters issue, it really does highlight exactly how the new COG are trying to combat the uprising of the swarm in a new way by using a newly developed technology known as the Venom Bomb that disintegrates and infects any biological life form it comes in contact with. The first test operation of busting hives through trials and tribulations, Team Scorpio managed to successfully destroy the swarm hive that was set on the island of Pahanu. Funnily enough, it's also mentioned within the same comic issue between a conversation of the characters Mac and Lani that she does refer to their recent suicide mission to the island of Pahanu, her first home visit back to the ancestral home ever since moving away, indicating that Lani Kalisto was born and raised on Pahanu, making her character fit in perfectly knowing her way around the island. Combining everything that we know and have discussed so far, there must be a specific reason for the island of Pahanu being targeted as the first swarm hive in Hoffman's Hivebuster offensive, indicating that we could be playing maybe as Team Scorpio on a recon mission to find out exactly what is going on with the Locust burial sites as they do begin to become active again with the re-emerged newly evolved swarm. What's most interesting in all of this is the fact that the new Pahanu versus multiplayer map makes sure to acknowledge in the trailer that the island itself was once inhabited by an ancient civilization, but zero mention of what looks to be huge remains of what really reminds me of just the deceased Riftworm from Gears 2 and then into the Gears 5 campaign. Throughout the trailer, there are several different shots that show a part of the creature's back, showing its scale, as well as also then even more crazy inside the remains of what has to be a huge storyline plot involved with the old ancient civilization that once lived there, as well as also the upcoming campaign DLC. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. What is your guys' opinion on the new map Pahanu, the setting of the map, and how exactly it all ties in together with the story of what looks to be Hivebusters coming together in a campaign DLC. Unlike the characters of JD, Kate and Dell, who were all born after the ending of the Locust War and the Lambent Pandemic, Team Scorpio all share that same bond connection of fighting against a common enemy in the name of others that they really care about. Lani Kalisto is a Sergeant Gear in the Coalition of Ordered Governments and a veteran of the Locust War. She actually took part in secret missions for the COG with the 81st Brash Brigade Squad as a Special Ops Soldier agent, tasked with taking out surviving pockets of the Locust Horde after the activation of Adam Phoenix's Emulsion Countermeasure Machine. Lani fights to reunite with her old comrades one day. Jeremiah Keegan, like Lani, is also a veteran of the Locust War, being recruited by the Onyx Guard during the destruction of Halvo Bay that we got to play in Gears Judgment. He served the special unit until he met Chairman Prescott. Prescott then had Keegan stationed at the secret island of Azura as an Onyx Guard exile, protecting the high society of the COG. Keegan fights in the honor of his past Onyx Guard brothers and sisters to try and redeem himself for missing out on most of the war. Then we have Mac, who, although being the youngest of the group and a rookie to never experience what war against the Locust was actually like, Mac lost literally everything to the Swarm, from his wife, his dad, his mother, and is revealed recently in the Hivebusters final comic issue, his son Dylan, which really lines up the perfect candidates to start as a brand new playable character roster in an all new Gears of War campaign DLC story experience. So there you have it, guys, of full details on the new multiplayer map Pahanu, further teasing the existence of a future Hivebusters campaign DLC arriving in Gears 5. Give the video a thumbs up and share if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.